This, folks, is the new 6th generation Mitsubishi Triton dual cab ute. It's bigger, it's more powerful, it's more expensive, but is it also better? Well, we've come to the sand dune country of South Australia to try it for the first time. Let's see what we dig up. The first thing to emphasise is this is not a complete road test. This is a pre-production version of the expected top-selling GLS dual cab, and we're only driving it at relatively slow speeds off-road. The new Triton will be launched in Australia in February, and then we'll give you a more complete overview. But Mitsubishi's already announced pricing for the new Triton, and it's up across the range. As there's no longer a manual GLS, the pricing for this model increases up to almost 10 grand. That's thrusting it into direct competition with the Ford Ranger and Toyota HiLux, so Mitsubishi's certainly confident it's built a worthy vehicle. Under the bonnet, there's been an important change with the 2.4 litre turbo diesel engine thoroughly updated and a second turbo added. There's more power, there's more torque, although still not as much as Ranger and HiLux, but the torque is delivered across a wider range than before. It's also 10% more fuel economic, thanks in part to the addition of idle stop. Further down the powertrain, the GLS still comes with a 6-speed auto and the sophisticated Super Select 2 4x4 system. The new Triton's traded in the old car's sharp beak for a more bluff nose, more in keeping with modern ute styling. It's only 15mm longer than before, but it's significantly wider and also has a 130mm longer wheelbase. All up, it definitely has a more pronounced presence on road or off it. The new Triton is just as unrecognisable inside as it is out. Like, check out this 9-inch infotainment touchscreen that comes from Outlander, for instance, or this new instrument cluster. Just the overall presentation, which is significantly stepped up in terms of materials. You'll also sit higher in the new vehicle and further apart on new seats. The bigger footprint really pays off in the rear seat of the new Triton. There's just that much more space. You can fit an adult in here comfortably. And I love the more reclined backrest, that really helps. And also comfort features like the new USB points. Yep, a big step forward. The tub of the new Triton is bigger than before, and Mitsubishi guarantees every model in the range will be able to carry at least 1 tonne. The brake towing capacity has also been bumped up to 3,500 kilos, and while it's not talking specific numbers yet, Mitsubishi does say you'll have usable payload to go with that. But anyway, we're not towing today. We're going to lock in the centre diff, we're going to lower the tyre pressures, and we're going to go and do some sand driving. Let's see what we unearth. Okay, first thing about this drive to be said is it's in a very specific set of environments. Steep and deep sand dunes, rocky surfaces and gravel trails. Look, part of the reason for that is they're pre-production vehicles and we're legally not even allowed to drive them on the public roads, hence it has to happen on private property. So, fair enough. But, gotta say, even within this specific environment, there's been enough evidence to show that the Triton is an improved vehicle. First off, most obviously for me, is the rear suspension with its new shock absorbers and specific Aussie tune is improved. There's less head toss and it's noticeably more comfortable over a rocky surface. Then the steering, it's gone to electric assist. The old hydraulic system was prone to kickback on rocky surfaces. Now that's been eliminated. Variable weighting means it's quite light at low speed, making it easy to manoeuvre in these tight circumstances we're in here. This car has a 12.7 metre turning circle though, which is about 1 metre more than the old car. That light steering at least helps you manoeuvre around. And what about the donk? Well, the new 2.4 litre sequential turbo setup really does help rev faster and more smoothly from low engine revs, which is a real boon off-road. Having said that, the old unit wasn't a bad engine at all. This one though, is that bit better. And if it does pan out to be more economical as well, it's a win-win. But remember, this is just a first taste in very specific conditions. There's a lot of tough competition out there, and this vehicle is more expensive than before. Look, we'll have a better overall grasp of the new Triton at the national launch in February, so tune back in for that. And then stay tuned for some fascinating comparison testing that will follow that. Triton v Ranger v HiLux? Sounds good. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and let us know what you think in the comments below.